The phone call came 3 days before New Year's Eve. My brother's voice was tight, rehearsed. "Don't come," he said. No explanation, no argument, just a warning wrapped in finality. I stared at the city lights outside my penthouse window, heart pounding, because I already knew something was wrong. My brother had never told me not to show up anywhere in my life, especially not on the one night our family always gathered. That was the moment the countdown began, not to midnight, but to betrayal. I didn't argue. I didn't ask questions. I simply said, "Okay." Then I made one call my own. For years, people assumed I lived in my brother's shadow. He was loud, charming, the golden son. I was a quiet one who left town early, built something elsewhere, and never corrected anyone when they assumed I was doing well enough. What they didn't know was that the company dominating half the skyline downtown, his company's biggest silent investor, was mine. New Year's Eve arrived icy and electric. Downtown buzzed with champagne promises and lies dressed in sequins. At exactly 8:47 p.m., my assistant leaned into my boardroom and whispered, "They're here." The doors opened. My brother walked in first, grinning, arm wrapped possessively around his fiancée. She was laughing, glowing, dressed like a woman who believed she'd won. Then she looked up, really looked, and froze. Because she knew me, her smile collapsed. Color drained from her face. The room went silent, except for the hum of the city below. She hadn't expected this. 6 years earlier, she stood in my tiny apartment crying, swearing she loved me, swearing she just needed time. A week later, she vanished. No goodbye, no explanation, just blocked numbers and unanswered emails. I found out the truth months later, when a mutual friend slipped and mentioned she was dating my brother. I said nothing. I disappeared completely. Until now. My brother frowned, confused. "What is this?" he asked, tightening his grip on her arm. I stood, buttoned my jacket, and smiled calmly. "Happy New Year," I said. "I'm a majority shareholder. This meeting was requested under my authority." His face twisted. "You?" He laughed once, sharp and nervous. "This isn't funny." I clicked the remote. The screen behind me lit up. Financials, contracts, signatures. Every expansion his company had celebrated. Every deal that saved them from collapse. All funded by a holding group he'd never met. A holding group owned by me. Silence hit, like a gunshot. His fiancée pulled her arm free, eyes darting between us. "You said he moved abroad," she whispered. "You said he was nobody." I tilted my head. "You told him I wasn't worth waiting for." My brother's voice cracked. "You did this just to humiliate me?" I stepped closer. "No, I did this because you told me not to come, and I wanted to respect your wishes." I slid a folder across the table. "As of tonight, I'm exercising my rights. The merger you're celebrating at midnight? Canceled. The bonus structure? Revoked. Your position?" I paused. "Under review." My brother sank into a chair, staring at the table like it had betrayed him too. She backed away slowly, tears forming. "Please," she said to me, "we can talk." I met her gaze, steady and cold. "We already did. 6 years ago. You just didn't stay long enough to hear my answer." Security appeared at the door. Midnight fireworks began exploding outside, flashes of color reflecting off the glass like distant fires. I looked at my brother one last time. "Next year," I said softly, "try telling the truth." As they were escorted out, champagne corks popped across the city. I poured myself a glass, watching the skyline shimmer. Revenge doesn't always scream. Sometimes it waits quietly until New Year's Eve, when everyone finally sees who's really in control.